All right, so y'all, I'm sitting here meditating, and what I decided to come and speak to you guys about this evening, I just wanted to ask you guys what you thought of that. What you guys actually thought of a group cord cutting ritual, and if we even want to waste our times on doing it. And there's a reason why I wanted to come and speak to you guys about this, and I think this is going to be real deep. So let me just do a quick introduction. This is High Priestess Jamila, and I am planning to do a group ritual for the fall equinox, which that is fall equinox is September 21st, 22nd. And I wasn't sure if you guys wanted the group cord cutting ritual, and I just kind of wanted to come and speak the truth about cord cuttings and what it is exactly that we are dealing with when it comes to truly trying to cut the cord from the past and cut cords with people, because it seems like, so it makes a lot of sense. You have a unhealthy attachment to either a male or a female. Typically, if you're a woman, you're more negatively affected by it in this society that we live in. So you kind of feel like you're sort of in bondage to the situation, and you feel like you can't necessarily cut cords because you've been trying to cord cut. Um, and it seems like each time it's like your resistance just seems to get broken down. So that's why I was thinking, well, a cord cutting group ritual would put all of our energies and intents together, because to be honest with you, I guess what is a complete nightmare is sort of when you find out that somebody is just there to waste your time. And these people have been known to take up years and years of your life, while at the same time inserting drama, entanglement, all sorts of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you just kind of want to break free of it, because you start to realize, wow, my time is running out. The longer and longer I sit back and I let these people steal my time. And you know what? It's not an easy thing to not get angry at somebody that does that to you. And you do just want to cut the cord. But then again, what if you cut the cord and something happens throughout the universe? Because, these men, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel safe. I feel secure, but I still feel like a hostage on this planet to men. I feel like they have way too much power over women. I think that, especially dealing with some of the cases that I'm currently dealing with right now, with as far as like certain things that may go on, but you're not going to necessarily get help. Even through the judicial system doesn't protect women, like not nearly good enough, just seriously. But um and it's scary, because you wonder, if I cut the cord, is he going to be able to do something to make me come back? That's scary. And then you start to think, because that's exactly what happens. And a lot of the times they want you to just not fight it, but when you're actually afraid that if you don't fight it, they're going to ruin your life because they seem so diabolical, you know? So I think that there's a lot of us that are probably in danger. Yeah, fake friends too. Well, I think that fake friends for me, it's not an emotional attachment at all to that unless they're doing something, like what was happening to me, which I don't even speak about. But I think that when you are in an intimate relationship with somebody and you need to cut the cord from them, and because this person, whether or not they have I mean, you never know, maybe they're using Asmodeus, you know what I'm saying? Asmodeus is a lust demon. And maybe that's how they're getting past your boundaries of self-respect. Maybe that's how they're doing that, especially when it's somebody that's dangerous. For me, a dangerous man would be a man that sleeps around, has a bunch of different women. And I've actually had this happen, and it's semi happening to me right now, but they'll get together, they'll get all these energies together and try to use them against you. And it's absolutely repulsive. So that this person is not a good person. They're evil. That's an evil person that does that to you. And so there's a lot of us that do need to cut the cord. We need to escape that situation because many of y'all, and I've actually not quite been in this position, but I've actually heard of women being in that position and men. Like it doesn't even matter what sex, but it's usually women. But women, contemplating committing suicide because they feel like it's everywhere they go and they feel stigmatized and they feel that, you know, it- men say they want one thing, but then they actually want another thing. So it's really the sick games that are being played, and love is being used to play that sick game. So the way that that entity gets to you is that it convinces you somehow that this person loves you and they actually don't. Because I don't care what anybody says, the problem with people when it comes to love is self-love. You're going to treat somebody that is close to you, if you are a person that lacks self-love, you are going to take out all of your anger, frustration. You're going to do evil stuff to the people that you care about, or just people that get close to you. You may not even care about them. You know what I'm saying? And so that is a cruel, disgusting, vile, like just somebody stabbing you in the back. So Felix, you mentioned fake friends. I don't think that that has near about is larger as an impact on when it's supposed to be a romantic partnership, and that happens when the person betrays you. I don't feel the impact when it comes to friendship that I do when it comes to intimate relationships. But yeah, you know what? Fake friends, they what I've noticed is that they seem to get together with these people. And I think it is very, very, very symbolic of what's spiritually happening. Because why do they huddle together in a group? Why is it always a group activity, some kind of group weirdness, group stalking, group attack? It's bizarre. And it reminds you almost of like a pack of hyenas or just like a pack of wolves or something. And they're constantly up to it, constantly. And it's kind of like, I understand, because I think that if you do have good friends, I think if you have good friends, you won't have these problems. So I've had horrible friends. It's terrible. It really is. But most of the women that I know have stabbed me in the back. Most of the women that I've dealt with, especially when it comes to having some sort of, it's not like what you see in the movies. It's not like that. It's not like, where you have like, it seems like, not for me at least, and so I've had challenges when it comes to social interaction because of the way I was isolated growing up. But I think that it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know certain things that you don't do. So there are people, and there's and you know what, you can't be in denial about it. If a man is doing things to you that are harmful to your mind, body, and spirit, if he's creating any kind of struggle, if he's doing things that he shouldn't be doing, you do need to cut the cord from him. And like, my situation, I guess it's supposed to make me look bad or like I'm not a quality woman. But I'm going to tell everybody right now that this proves, when you do that to people, that proves that you don't have any value, because nobody should be treating people like that cared about them. That is a disgusting individual. And literally, for people like that to be able to sleep at night, and a lot of y'all, many of y'all can't sleep at night. You up all night, you crying, you upset because you're wondering why. And it is those feelings of abandonment. And yeah, we should heal from those feelings of abandonment. But how the fuck are we going to heal if people keep wounding us? That's not a person that is meant to take care of you and love you, and you know what I'm saying? That's a person that's meant to tear you down. And it's really scary. Like, it's not something that I can't do like them. Their famous statement is, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That's their famous statement. They don't care. It just, if a fucking demon came out of the sky and raped a baby to death, they probably wouldn't care about that either. That's how sinister this shit is. And it's a huge challenge, especially men that won't listen to us about what is happening spiritually. It's very scary knowing that men can be that diabolical. And it just doesn't matter. Like, for example, a lot of the things that you do to defend yourself or either to make the situation better doesn't even work. And the reason why it doesn't work is because there's always this codependency, this place for these men to run to not do the right thing. And see, if they're not going to do the right thing, just fuck it, let it go. Like, that's honestly how I feel. If it, and it's different when a woman has to walk out on a man versus a man abandoning a woman. So these reverse gender roles, this whole, men that, treat you like it's some kind of 22nd century fucking super space age war, and you're just like, either you're a casualty. This is how I felt. Either you end up being a casualty, either you're going to choose between becoming a casualty or you're going to fight them. And to me, it seems like, especially even when it comes to other women are not giving women the leg to fight them on, because they always have, and so all women are not on the same page. We understand that. But it's just the point. It's important to do that because I feel that the more and more we fight, the more and more they fight us. And it's like, I'm not going to take a love offer that, stars me as being a person that's a free, easy lay. So some of these men will come and make love offers to you. It's like, well, just be my lead, my easy lay until I figure out what I want to do. And it's kind of like nobody's going to take that offer. And if you don't take that offer, you're going to get stalked, harassed, and psychically attacked and spiritually attacked. And this is literally the pattern in the program that I've been noticing. And there is no police help there, honestly. So a lot of this stuff does have to go through spirit. So I wanted to get you guys' opinion on a group ritual. If y'all could hit the thumbs up so that we can get people in here, because it's almost like you look at the situation and you start to think, should I just kill myself? Because if I leave, this person's going to make you miserable. But if you stay, they're going to make you miserable. So it's like you either, and that's how men, that's how I've noticed this one man, and literally it's almost like the whole fucking world supports him. Like, yeah, get her, punish her, get her, yeah, and it's the most disgusting thing ever. And it's totally unfair. And so a lot of women have asked themselves, like, God damn, should I just die? Because even if you try to get some kind of resonance of, because we all know that, at least with my situation, he did me way worse. Literally, I did nothing to him. He did everything to me, everything that he could in his power to try to hurt me, to try to embarrass me publicly on YouTube. I mean, this dude pulled out all the stops, and I was like, my goodness. And it literally, like, so for me, the way that I've been getting through it is with cord cuttings and cleanses. No, I am not suicidal, but it does kind of make you think, like, I'm definitely not suicidal. So if I end up dead, somebody killed me, just to let you guys know. But there's people out there thinking that, because it's like it never stops. It's like the demon hired people to just literally, it's like, either you're going to get treated like shit and let me shit on you, or if you leave the situation and you say, fuck that, goodbye, I'm still going to harass you, stalk you, spiritually attack you day and night. I'm going to have people all the way in other countries attacking you and your children. I mean, it's just fucking insane. So how far would a cord cutting even get us? I mean, to me, it seems like we may have to go ahead and have a bonfire. Okay, is what it seems like to me. Hold on, guys. Well, Felix, I never had siblings. Thank you, sweetie. I never had siblings. And if I had siblings and they did some of the things that these people do, I would disown them. So I don't necessarily accept that, you know what I'm saying, as a explanation for what it is. But for me, what it seems like to me is the zombie apocalypse. And I've had this happen, a very scary experience. It happened when I was in Kansas City a lot, to where all of a sudden I would just start getting attacked. Everybody would just start attacking me at the same time. And I became catatonic, and it usually had something to do with sex or a man. Now, this did not start in my life until after I met the father of my daughters, but I still think that on some level, it's almost like this program that they have you in, and it's there and it's silent. So, like, for example, the person that I just dealt with, he wanted to be my slave master or my handler. There was a lot of systematic verbal and spiritual abuse that has been happening to us, including me, even though I'm a witch and I do send that energy back, but it still makes you question, is this gonna be the am I supposed to do this for the rest of my life? And is there a my question is there a past life connection? Because I did kind of make up this scenario in my mind that maybe, I was married to this person in the previous life, but this person was really not a good lover, very abusive, very evil. You know what I'm saying? So you can look at it like that as far as with cutting the cord, but the question is, are we actually ever going to have freedom from it? Because how do we know that we won't get tricked again? So I think I understand why a lot of women completely swear off men and love, period. Because it's almost like, what the fuck? Is this some kind of fucking, are we in the goddamn Twilight Zone? And everything is set up with this programming of stupidity, and it just, you just want to be through with it. You just want to be done with it. And you're saying to yourself every single day, I just want this to be over. I just want it to be over. I don't want to deal with it anymore. And then you look back at your life prior to being thrown into this gang stalking program, because literally I had sex with my gang stalker. I did that because I felt that it would stop the abuse, because that's what I was told, but it didn't stop the abuse. The abuse never stops. There was always excuses, and then somebody come up and says, "Hey, I've got a recording of this person." So that would be the excuse that would be used to publicly humiliate me and degrade me and threaten me and violate me. Consistently, he would set up his own scenarios so that he would have an excuse to abuse me. And, this was happening up until October, trying to manage. That's what that Two of Pentacles is about. It's like, okay, I got to deal with this shit right here. I'm going to deal with it. But then again, I got something else that I'm dealing with. So I was pursuing my shit, doing my business, running my business, and I had to deal with it both at the same time. But then you wonder, are you ever going to seriously have freedom from it, even if that person don't know where you live? Is this person going to be able to continue to spiritually attack you? Because that's what we're dealing with years and years later after these relationships are over. It's like either you are going to accept me demeaning you, treating everybody else better than you, treating you obviously different from everybody. That's the gang stalking program. And then even when you try to take your power back, they find a way to flip it. So then you're wondering, do I've got to do a death doll on this person? Because I think that's definitely what you should do with gang stalkers. But it's kind of scary because you develop Stockholm syndrome from being stalked, captured, being hunted. I was actually hunted by this person for 5 or 6 years prior. So, if I can get to where I'm getting after being hunted, and he's still trying to, and it's like, what the fuck are you trying to do? Sorry, y'all, I'm eating. And they won't let it rest. It's like either be with me, be my whore, my free whore that I'm not even going to treat properly, or if you walk away from me, I'm going to make your life hell every single day. So maybe we need to do a group curse. What y'all think of that one? Maybe we need to get about 10 witches together and we all do a group curse on the on not the divine masculine, but on men in general. Maybe that's what needs to be done, cuz especially when it could have been prevented, they could have just left you alone, but of course since they're hunting you down and they're stalking you and they're doing it in the public's being thoroughly entertained by it. So it's almost like the Truman Show, to where these sick people get some sick pleasure off of, doing whatever they want. And what I'm wondering is if it is a slavery program, and who in the hell has the authority to sell you into something like that? Because if you notice, that's why I said when it comes to black family, you got to be careful, because some of these black families will sell their own into slavery. And this is historically what has happened with black people. So I want freedom from all of that. You know what I'm saying? We all do. But it seems like they always have a trick up their sleeve or some kind of something that they're up to. I do believe that it could be government funded, because none of them have jobs and they don't really do anything else except for act as a brain for some kind of demon. That's all they do all day. If they had something else to think about, like, I don't know, very important cases to work with your business, like I do, I have a lot to think about all day. I can't stay wrapped up in 20 years ago all day. I don't have time for it. So what are we supposed to do? Continuously be interrupted and intercepted? And and you know what I wonder? Looking at these people in their eyes, how the hell are they? And you know what? They really can't look at you in the face, because if they look at you in, they can't, because they know that their face is twisted around already and that they're wearing a mask. This is kind of delicious. I'm eating a chimichanga. Nobody has anybody came into the chat yet? What's going on? Are we experiencing another day of a psychosis? Probably. So then you wonder, a lot of people will wonder, are all men like that? And you know what? Here's what I want to tell you. Women and children that are sex slaves, that are involved with that underground thing, rarely do people really give a shit. And that demon makes people not care. So that's why, you have all kinds of stuff that ends up happening to these people. You know what I'm saying? But what do y'all think of a cord cutting, a group cord cutting ritual? Damn it. I had no idea that I was muted. I had no idea. I don't know how the hell I got muted, y'all. And I had said a mouthful too. Maybe I don't need to repeat it. But I was thinking that I think that it's important for us to get away from those people. It's time for us to run now. They're not going to get any better. So if your parents are demonically possessed and narcissistic, if your brother, your husband, they're not going to get any better. Now, I think that that is now what they're pushing, is that we're supposed to believe that they're supposed to, and I guess it's supposed to be this special woman that is supposed to make them better. But there is nobody that can make anybody better. So that's just a fantasy that they sell to entrap more people. That they're, and they'll big up these women and they'll say, "Oh, you're the real queen. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's just a con game." So they've already been given the chance to be redeemed and they were weighed and they came up very short, because we don't have time to sit around and wait. The time is now for you to do the right thing. And it ain't about marrying a woman or nothing like that, but what are you doing going around stalking and harassing her and getting people to bother her at her job? Why do these men always do that? What is the point in doing this over and over and over again? And this is a repeated pattern. And I'm a business owner. I can't be focused on shit like that. And many of you guys own your businesses and you can't be focused on that stupid stuff. It's almost like that that dark area. And see, there's a lot of women that are like trapped in relationships like that, what they'll do is they'll go out into the world and the world will be fucking evil to them. And this is very unfair that we're going through this. It makes no sense. What are they punishing us for? Nobody understands. The verbal abuse, the mental abuse, all of it, it's very often like I like literally. And for me, I couldn't believe that when I started my business, I actually left an abusive relationship 20 years ago. But then when I came online, I developed an abusive, there were several men abusing me. That's all you're doing is abuse. It's not clever. It's not comedy. It's definitely not comedy. It's not clever. It's just abuse. And the reason why you're abusing is so that something else can benefit. You actually have no benefit, which is why factually you feel that you have to limit us women when we're capable of a lot and y'all are the ones that are limited. So right now, when it comes to men on this planet, I'm not trusting nobody except for my babies. Right now at this moment. This one guy, I think that we're going to have to, like, I don't know what we're going to do because it's ridiculous. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't know if y'all can hear Jacob in his room, but every single time this person starts attacking me, Jacob starts to misbehave. This is like the Babadook. And this is the pattern of these men. And for me, I'll go and I'll take my children and I'll go fucking move under a rock then. I think moving underground would fuck. I'm not fucking bullshit with y'all, man. I'm about to be off the grid. You ain't gonna find my ass. Shit, hey, to be honest with you, I'd rather fucking live underground. At least you be safe, and they can't necessarily get to you because the way they're getting to you is probably through air. Because literally, it's so weird. I wake up every day. First of all, Jacob has literally been getting like an hour or two of sleep. And you know what they'll do? They'll say, she's just crazy. And they sitting up there attacking you like, what the hell is that thing? Oh, you know what? Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm back. So I kind of got thrown off because I got food in front of me, y'all. So I kind of got thrown off a little bit because I'm about to bake me some chocolate chip cookies, and I'm getting ready to take my mind off of a lot of this right now. But I still think that on some level, there's got to be something to give us closure on the situation. And I just think it's disgusting. The fact that so for example, and again, this can be a sibling, this can be a frenemy, so it's not necessarily an ex lover, but to be honest with you, it's important for you to look at that. Okay. Fiery fears. Thank you, Miss L. By the way, congratulations on your beautiful relationship over there. You really got lucky, girl. You did. You got lucky. Okay. Some of us didn't get so lucky, but we knew we wasn't in it to begin with. Nobody was delusional about that train wreck. But, I think you and Section 8 Millionaire, y'all look really good together. Y'all do. You need to hit me up on Facebook, Miss L. Now that I'm not with oh boy no more, maybe y'all can come down here and visit me. because he's not running anything anymore. Appreciate the love, sweetie. So anyway, like I was saying, I think that once you cut the cord, and I think that the fall solstice or the fall equinox is going to be the perfect time to do that. Like I think that they're going to run circles around us up until then, possibly. But I think that the important thing is to not think about them, not contact them, and not give a damn about what they got to say. Just completely cut them off. Because when you cut somebody off, you have to cut them off like in every way. Like in the one way that you really have to cut them off is mentally. Now, I managed to do this every night, or what I will do is I will use sexual energy to control the situation. But I'm tired of having to do that. People should just respect each other just for the hell of it. I don't want to have to use my sexual energy and seduce somebody and put them in a lust spell to make them act right for me. I think that in itself can limit sex. So for me, when I do my sex magic, I do it with Clonic. I do it with my demons. I sure will have sex with a spirit. Yes, I will. And he's going to give me more than you in a lot of ways. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that would be fun. But there's somebody that is going to definitely have hatred, probably try to stop it. That person is so annoying, but powerful. Anytime you can touch somebody's kid from all the way over at your house, 20 goddamn minutes away. I wake up every day to either my phone ringing or some crazy ass damn text and Jacob going like this. Rawr, rawr. Jacob's been back to making animal sounds again. Jacob's over here monkeying around again. I don't, and I do understand it. It's like, what the hell? So I think we need to do like a group banishing, maybe. Y'all ladies, let me know what y'all want to do as far as with y'all ex, or just a person that seems to be, harassing or bothering you. Y'all, I'm eating some toaster strudel now. I need some milk. Mm, yeah, that's good. So I've been getting my appetite back too, because I swear to you, just we're not even gonna go there. This is delicious. I definitely prefer toaster strudel over the Pop Tarts. Well, Pop Tarts are good too. So anyway, nobody said anything about what they want. So I guess maybe I'll do a poll or something, or maybe I'll meditate on it and pray on it, and just I'll decide what I'm gonna do. I know we definitely need to do like something to banish a lot of these men. That first of all, what the hell is this? What is this? That's so strange. Oh, I know what that is. Okay. I think we need to banish our exes, and like with the ritual, if I do a banishing ritual, y'all know I'm gonna do a I might fuck around and buy one of those big pot belly cauldrons. Okay. And we'll do like a full ritual. You guys just send me the name of the person that you need to get away from or get away from you, you know? I'm struggling on my identity. Identity is what though? You mean as far as who you are? Or you're like y'all definitely need to do past life readings and stuff. They definitely do help, especially if you're dealing with a karmic from a past life. I think being a reader definitely saved my life. And he's actually said it, that he wants, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole suicide thing. Like there's been times where he said where he's wanted to make me want to commit suicide. So these are the type of entities that will speak. Now a lot of us don't want to believe that somebody would want that, but it's a possibility, you know what I'm saying? Because and so anytime you can't figure out whether or not a person hates you or loves you, it's time for you to walk away from that situation. I mean, it literally is hell and torture. And then walking away from the aspect of yourself that love that person too. So we're gonna go real deep and do shadow work because I want to walk away from the whole thing. Mm. And then also, people that are just low vibrational, people that are very low vibrational, you know, the depression, the anxiety, just think about what you could have accomplished today just if you were not dealing with that or even thinking about those kind of people. So I don't know about y'all. I don't like burden. I don't like stress. I don't like drama. I don't like strain. I don't like people judging me. I don't like being accused. I don't like being attacked. And I think that all witches are under attack right now. I think all of them are under attack. And when we try to go and let men know that we're under attack, they seem to have like this, attitude like, well, you kind of deserve that. And so it's kind of bizarre, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if any other witch is feeling that way. Have you been feeling attacked? I just want my son to go to sleep. Like I'm gonna try to get him to drink some milk. He has not been able to sleep at all for like the past couple of days. Like Jacob has insomnia, and I know he's being psychically attacked because first of all, he's 7 now, so he's not gonna regress in his speech. But you can tell that he's making all those extra weird noises. And somebody came into the chat room and said, your son just makes weird noises and doesn't talk. And he's actually been doing that. And I know exactly who it is that's doing it. And trust me, fireball is coming. Fireball is coming. Trust me, at your ass. Okay. But it's just the point that it's like a full-fledged. I mean, these people are very demonic. I'm telling you right now. And I'm talking about in a bad way to the point where they are just under a psychosis. I could tell they are definitely in their psychoses. I've been hearing all kind of strange shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been picking up on a lot, and it seems like my ESP, which is extrasensory perception, definitely has increased since that last full moon. Y'all hear Jacob in there going down, down, down. He's playing a video game, but he doesn't do that anymore. And he only does that when I'm under demonic attack by this person. But you got to think about it. They can't claim that I'm weak or that they're more powerful than me when it's a fucking group of them. You cowards. Those are cowards that literally, so they're like, I'm going to prove that I'm powerful. How the fuck does that prove that you're powerful? And they're really pulling out all stops. Like, y'all have no idea what I can see. I can see a lot of them working overtime behind the scenes, praying over candles just to attack me. And literally, I ain't did a goddamn thing to none of these people. They're just punishing me for existing. And I think it's disgusting. And I cannot wait. I swear to God, is to be honest with you, I'm leaning more towards a group curse. So maybe we can do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure, but as a witch and a high priestess, guys, I have bills to pay. That man don't pay my bills. Michael does not pay a fucking thing over here. So I want you to think about that every time that bastard decides to attack me at work and isolate me and tell me, oh, you don't deserve to eat because you disrespected me. I'd like to stick a hot poker up his stinking ass. All men that are like that, all of them. Earlier today, I was doing a ritual. I feel like somehow this motherfucker got Jacob under possession. Somebody, and you know what? That's why whenever I see other men out in social media threatening that little bastard, I always encourage it. I like it because literally, like, this is what happens. And he's literally having a fucking temper tantrum, and it's so annoying. And I'm sitting up here looking at y'all like the only thing that I can do is seduce him. That's it. Because if I do anything else, it's just a war that is going to end up with either him dying or me dying. And this is what's happening. And demon he got demon hoes running around here lying to them. Well, he's not lying to them because I saw another one of them attacking. So he's got one of these other witches attacking my son right now. What the fuck is wrong with you? And for me to say that this is happening because of religion, because of the way this world is, nobody really gives a fuck. So I have to turn into a goddamn demon in order to be heard. That man doesn't do a damn thing for me, so he has no authority. And society needs to quit trying to give him authority. None of these men have any power to have judgment over me. And that's what people are going to learn. That's what he learns over and over and over and over again. This is what he does. Him and a group of people about 50 to 100 deep. Please understand how strong and powerful I am. And don't ever get it twisted. This dude, he does subtle things, puts spells out there. And he don't want me to do good at all. That's why they attack me at work. That's why I'm attacking him right now. And I'm sick and tired of Michael doing this with Tiffany, Catherine, Sherry, Dean, all of them are in on it, and it's ridiculous. It's preposterous. Now, there will never be a day to where I will ever get desperate for money and have to have sex with people for money. That's the one thing they will never manifest in my life. My spirits have me taken care of. And now that this dude is gone out of my life totally, now I can enjoy my wealth because he was allowing all of my enemies entryway. He always allowed the entanglement. So he definitely cut your cut. If in case anybody is watching this publicly, in case you just watched what happened tonight, or if you've been watching what he's been doing, it's been absolutely disgusting. That was his plan from the beginning. He had nothing else to do but that because that's all he knows how to do. We know how to be decent, good people over here. We ain't diabolical and crazy. We ain't running around in social media playing games with people. I don't let people persuade me and see he's under a psychosis, so he's a puppet. So just understand that he's a puppet and he's not a puppet for another woman. He's a puppet for another man, which that draw to that manliness is very powerful for these men. So I don't have nothing to do with that. Don't judge me based upon that bull crap. No, he is not my man. No, he does not pay my bills. And no, I do not give him no damn money. So I don't know if it was, you know what? You know what irritates me is the Black community. First of all, when I get a real man, oh, I'm spoiling the fuck out of him. I'm spoiling the whole fuck out of my real man because he will never allow this. So we're rich, me and my real dude, not this fake flying monkey. So I can give my money to whoever the fuck I want. Those are those struggling and scuggling people that are setting up these rules and shit, setting up all this stuff to make it look like something. It's like, well, first of all, when I get a real man, I'm spoiling him. It's not that he's not going to spoil me too, but I'm spoiling the shit out of him. He probably about to get spoiled this Christmas. And there's no need for anybody to hold on to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to let y'all know I'm not holding on to that at all. At all. Like, it's completely over for me. But what irritates me is that I have to sit up here. It's so annoying. Like, they are annoying ass people. And I swear to God, I'm taking them all out. Because I don't feel anything for any of them, not even Michael anymore. So they have no alibi. That's it. This is it. That's literally like Michael Jackson. This is it for me. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been doing something every single day. I mean, it has just been a fucking nightmare with this dude. And of course, it's a nightmare because he works with those people. He's a gang stalker. He's a rebel without a cause. He begged for help and redemption and forgiveness, and he came and spit in the womb of the goddess. He thinks he's dealing with goddesses over there. He has another thing coming to him. There's nobody that can save him from my wrath. So he can hang around and talk to as many witches as he wants. Miss London, who the fuck ever. You gonna have to deal with that wrath. You dealing with it right now. You dealing with it right now. So I'm gonna let y'all know I would never keep a man like that around me. Hell no. Yes, we do have self-respect, and yes, we do have self-love, because it has just been disgusting. The behavior he's been showing has been disgusting the past 5 or 6 years. Okay, and so the only thing that we can relate it to is factually a demonic psychosis that he's under. And it's not a demon that cares about him either, trust me. So we all know how that ends up. And Jamila ain't gonna keep giving up her blessings to keep holding on to some bullshit like that. Okay, so I'm done with that. Yeah, so he don't pay my bills. So for the public to even say, like, we don't live together, he doesn't pay my bills. He don't have anything to do with my readings, my channel. He don't run my company. He don't have a goddamn thing to do with shit. He didn't build shit. He didn't make shit. He ain't did shit. So, I've been feeling that judgment from people. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? And then they want to judge me when I walk away from them because it's truly over. Okay. So, this is my response because they made it public. That's why they did it. I guess it was supposed to be a way of controlling me in my environment and isolating me and, being able to talk down to me because they have low self esteem. Okay, so we're not making any. So I was thinking about what the cord cutting is that I was actually thinking about doing a cord cutting, a group cord cutting, so that we can have more than one witch. And if we put our energies together, because for me, I don't like toxic love. I don't like toxic people. So that's not people that I'm equally yoked with. So it's time to get back to living life. And then also, I'm tired of giving these people my energy because that's all they do is energy vampire because they don't know how to do anything else. So, and I guess on some level, a lot of them feel as though their life is over. They do. That's really how they feel because that's how they relate to you. So, and you know what? He violated my trust. I will admit to that. Does that mean that I don't deserve to get clients? Does that mean that I don't deserve my house? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So, at the end of the day, we gonna stop all that shit because that ain't nothing but a bunch of people that ain't got shit because he don't even have a house. He ain't paid for nothing. He don't have anything. The only thing he knows how to do is tear people down. Well, he doesn't really want you. How could he want you and he doesn't even want himself? Would you be able to want yourself? You don't even want yourself if you acting like that. But I don't advertise through those people. I'm not trying to use him for advertising. Okay, I'm not trying to make it look like I'm luring him to me so that y'all can think that my love spells work fast. No, no. That's a fake relationship. It's a false relationship, is what it's been from the beginning. So I want everybody to be clear on that. And so that y'all know that I'm clear on that so that we can get back to business. Because that time is past. And you know what? Well, I did a reading, and the last card that came up was the Wheel of Fortune. That is all the confirmation that you need because when you're dealing with something like that, the Wheel of Fortune in the upright position represents change in direction, represents a season passing. Okay. So, and I should have never been judged based upon the fake stuff that he did. He's a total fraud. He is. And I trusted him. And what he did was he continued to talk to very toxic people, creating toxicity. Energy was being transmitted through him. So he's donezo. Okay. In his famous words, he's donezo. And I'm saying that publicly. So I think that there's a lot of things that as women we can deal with, but a man openly betraying you and thinking that you're actually stupid or dumb enough to continue to deal with that, I just, that Yeah, I'm not mad at all. I'm just proclaiming my self-respect that he tried to take. So I'm taking my power back. You have a problem with that? Not mad about anything. Just because a woman is speaking powerfully doesn't mean that she's mad. I have no reason I don't want him. If I wanted him, I would be angry. If I wanted him, I would be feeling some kind of emotion, but I don't. Nobody wants that. Okay. There are some people that are crazy enough to want that situation. Let them have it. But I think that many of us are dealing with this. And for some reason, we think that we can't get no better because they told you that. Yeah, but they're ugly, all of them. So let them all go. And I'm not talking about looks, I'm talking about their spirit, their soul. Let them go. Now, what? Wait a minute. Let me see what this person said real quick. As soon as I took mine, he's been all up my ass and texting me, giving me, yeah, they always do that. I wouldn't, they always do that, Queen Fierce. They always do that. After they've done that about 11 times with the same result, I wouldn't even fall for it. Actually, there's no healing needed for me, Jenny. I don't have, listen, let me tell you the wisdom of the high priestess. If it was a fake situation and it never was real, you can go ahead and release yourself from any of those emotions. So there, for me, there's no healing required. I don't feel like I need to be healed at all, just to let you know. There, something, and that's literally how witchcraft works. And that's all about that self-mastery. Okay, when we were in our 20s or teens, somebody would be able to pull this crap and destroy our mind, body, and spirit. But I don't need to heal from that at all because I'm not hurt because of it at all. Because the wisdom of when you think about the high priestess has control over her emotions. Okay, number one. Number two, if it's a fake relationship, if somebody didn't really love or care about you, if it was fake, there's no need for you to feel anything about it. So for me, there's no healing needed. I just want the inconvenience to be away from me. I'm tired of hearing about it. I don't want to think about it, talk about it. That's what we're doing. It's going to be about, just not thinking about it, talking about it. Because the more and more you talk about it, this creates that law of attraction to where you're not attracting what you want. You may even attract the same type of person to you. Okay. So for me personally, I feel completely healed. I've been healing for years. I'm a healer. There's no need to be hurt over a fake relationship. I'm not going to sit up here and, because to me, I feel, first of all, I feel like all of this is, can I tell y'all something that's going to trip y'all out? All of this is nothing but black magic. Half of it isn't even real. Half of it is not real. Okay. So that's why you can't have that emotional attachment. After a while, you have to realize that something so ridiculous is so especially if a man or a woman use solely witchcraft to get together with you, it's still not real because it wasn't an organic love connection. So there's no need for you to torture yourself over that. Okay. There's no need for you to torture yourself over that. What in the world is this person doing? What in the hell? Yeah, well, Queen Fierce, there are people out there that will use love spells. Yes, they will. And some of them are domination spells. So a lot of y'all have been underneath that, pretty much that psychosis and stuff. But when you wake up and you come out from underneath that spell, you realize that, you know what I'm saying, it's time to go ahead and let go and cut the cord. So I think we should do it. I think we should definitely do it. I think that is going to be good for us. I think that they have cloaked us and surrounded us with people that have lied to us. And I'm not going to lie to you. This person is really having the what in the world is going on? And I just noticed something. Them candles that I'm burning, they are really, really talking. I've been hearing them, but I've been trying to figure out what that sound was. But it's actually my candles. They're making noises. I have a black and a white candle going right now. So whatever it is, it's time to cut the cord from it now. And I plan to do my own cord cuttings. Definitely when we do the fall equinox, because those energies will be very powerful for that. And getting back life to normal. Now, if you're somebody that never had normalcy in your life, then I don't know. I wish my old channel was up so y'all could see the normalcy of my life the way that it was before I ran across all these gang stalkers. Do I think the Kabai, is that Kabbalah? Somebody is bird boxing in the chat room. So I don't know. Nobody has really said what they think of the ritual or whatever, which is fine. But if you guys are interested, I'll let you guys know when it's up. I haven't put it up yet on Etsy yet. And the reason why is because I'm still trying to think if it needs to be banishing or core cutting. Because I'm thinking that it's gonna need to be banishing completely. Hmm. That is so weird that that candle is. I was sitting there wondering. I was like, "What is that sound?" It kind of sounds like it's going. I might try to get it recorded and enhance the audio so that y'all can hear it loud. First of all, to the people that are thumbs and down because you feel like you don't want to be banished, you're bringing bad energy to people, and you don't need to be around those people. If you are a narc, you don't need to be around an empath. Okay, that's a total. We're not. We're what's that lady's name? It's time for us to truly get rid of that energy. And we were supposed to have gotten rid of it last year, and but they have been delaying everything. They've been holding on, and it's time for them to let go too. But they may not necessarily let go. Like they said, they're having too much fun. They just like to flip you around and do all kind of stuff. And yeah, they are laughing at you. It's so disgusting. And you know what? Let them go and be in their crazy Joker clown psychosis. It's like Rusty the Clown. And they will come and tell you, "Oh, you can't ever have anything. Nobody's ever going to marry you. Nobody wants you." Da, 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 da. Oh, please. If y'all listen to that, then y'all might as well just do what they want you to do. Let them do what you know, once you actually get away from that, in which you can't get away from it. If you banish somebody, that means that they can't come into your personal space. So that's what a banishing is. Okay. So that's very important. And a lot of people are being psychically attacked. You can tell. This person, Jenny DI, in the chat room, they're under very specific psychic attack. Y'all see this person in the chat room? They are being attacked right now. Listen at this person. I'm going to block them in a minute to take away all of this garbage, but look at all this garbage they're spewing in the chat room. I have the stinkiest ass I have ever smelled. Really? So you ain't taking baths? What the hell? And what are they putting in it? Yeah, I know. Good Lord. That was weird. Like, what the hell was wrong with that person? We and listen, I already know who that was though, but here's the whole thing about it. Why do they always feel the need to harass you when you're working, when you're minding your own business? Why do they feel the need to do that? Why can't they just go? Because they need to be banished. Why do they need to be banished? Because they're bad people. And this candle says so, y'all. I'm gonna record this for y'all. This is interesting. I got a noisy candle over here and it's saying something. Oh, why that person is being rude? Because they don't have respect. That's why. It's all a huge lack of respect. You know, if everybody would respect everybody's viewpoint and their right to have their own opinion, if everybody would respect people at work, if you know, these people have been stalking me on my channel for years. I'm definitely being gang stalked. But it doesn't bother me like that. Rosemary and Sage, I was thinking about doing it, but I was thinking that a banishing would be better. Cause I think a cord cutting I think that's a waste of time, to be honest with you. For some of you, it won't be, but I think that with a majority of us, you've already done cord cuttings. And so what that means is that there is no cord necessarily connection, even though you definitely do want to, not allow them to psychic vampire you. But I think this is a lot different because I think that those people definitely do want to gain entryway and access. And so to banish their energy, however it is that they're getting in, you would definitely have to create a doorway for it to leave. So we would create a doorway for it to leave and then we would lock it away. So it's a lot more complicated than what people think it is. And it's definitely like an all-out war. But for me, I tend to stay calm because they're doing the most right now. I agree. I think it should be a banishing instead of a cord cutting. So, and I think it should definitely involve a lot of fire. So I kind of want to do like a bonfire. If I don't do a bonfire, then I'll just put I'll just burn some wood in the fireplace. It does work. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Once you make up your mind that you're done with it, it does. And they can't get in your personal space anymore unless they come and break into your house. If they come and break into your house, then that's a totally different thing. But I'm talking about as far as the spiritual effects that they can have and the things that they're doing, and the fact that none of them have anything else better to do. You have better things to do. You're busy. You have rituals to do for clients. You may have work to do for work. And, they don't have anything to do. So it's like all day is Shangri La. They can call each other all day, sit around, put their feet up, talk crazy, you know, uh, you know, and the one thing about the gang stalkers is that they make each other paranoid about the gang stalking. So there's, that entity has to be satisfied, and that's their issue. But and sadly, yes, they will find another target. They will. They'll go find another target. Is what they'll end up doing. So because that's all they know how to do. Sometimes your twin flame can be evil. Sometimes your twin flame can be abusive. Sometimes your twin flame can be a basket case, a train wreck, somebody that thinks that it's okay to come up to your job and visit you. I never, y'all, I never forget my ex. I never forget the day I got off of work, went out to my van, got in the car, and he was sitting in the back seat. I swear to the gods. He was sitting in the back seat of my car. And he was just like, drive, I want to see my kids. And it's almost like a war zone. There's no love there. Seriously. It's a war zone, especially when you break up with these men. Okay. Yeah, all you got to do is turn down their offer and say, hey, I would feel comfortable with our relationship if you did that. When they didn't get their way, then comes the stalking and the harassment. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have. There will never be a point where any of these people. I don't give a damn how many people they add to their group. They don't have strength in numbers. In fact, it's very weak. Gang stalkers are very weak. So, but the point is that you do have to do the work. I've been over here doing work. I've been doing work all day. But it's just crazy that they would be so disrespectful that the harassment would continue on a daily basis, constant interruption, constant conversations, and sneaking around doing certain stuff. It's exhausting, and y'all know it is, and it's time to let it go. You know what? And I think that they're gonna have to start targeting each other. I think they already have started targeting each other, the gang stalkers, because they won't have anybody else to attack, because you have to participate in that program. You typically have to be a participant. And, again, we're going to become very aloof. So, that is the goal. And then also, definitely there's money work that we're doing, guys. So if you guys need to reach me for money work, contact me for a consultation. Because I caught one of them trying to block my money. I was like, what the hell? Money blockers are very easy to remove. Okay. So that's one of the first things you can remove. And listen, if magic is able to cause somebody to do those things, you know what I'm saying, to you, or for you to do it to them, evidently the relationship is damned anyway. If other people's manipulation. So sometimes you just got to let go and say, you know what? Uh I have a life and I like it and I want to live it, and I want to live it having fun and being joyous and being prosperous. Okay. Oh, thank you for the donation, Queen Fierce. Thank you. Okay. This candle is tripping me out. I'm going to take my phone over to it and record it. So anyway, I'll make a decision by the morning, as far as what I plan to do. But I know I gotta right now, what I gotta do is I gotta go and banish something off of Jacob and do an egg cleanse on him, because I don't know what is wrong with people, but I just noticed that that child gets kind of weird during times like this. And this is the same old cycle of psychosis, same thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go and sage the house, because he's literally like just now he's talking like a person from another country. And I think that people, if you are throwing energy at my son, I would suggest that you not do that anymore. But it's kind of too late, because I've been sensing somebody psychically attacking my son all week, all weekend. So, and when that stuff comes back to you, you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it. And I don't do petty things like attack children. I attack adults. I don't attack children. I'm not gonna attack your children. You're gonna get it back as the adult. Yeah, so Jacob has been kind of weird. Like, he's in there, he's playing a video game right now, but he's just like when I wake up in the morning, like when I go to sleep and wake up in the morning, I wake up and he's doing the same thing. He gets weird. And so now we've got to put these people back in their goddamn place. So this is the same old damn thing. This dude has done it. These people have done it over and over again. Who the hell cares? Y'all do the same thing because y'all weak. Okay, the same thing over and over again. So and literally, I've gotten to the point where I won't be paying any attention to it, because you know that the more and more that you ignore them, the more and more that they're willing to do to get your attention. And these are people from YouTube. So as a spiritualist, this is what I've had to deal with. And it's absolutely preposterous, but it is what it is. No, Jacob is not autistic at all, Queen Fierce. Jacob ain't autistic at all. He doesn't make funny noises and stuff like that. That just started a couple of days ago when we were getting psychically attacked. So yeah, they will use medical witchcraft on you too. And you got to be smart. You can't sit up here and you know your own child's behavior. So, that's That would be a weak mother that would allow that. So am I supposed to, especially when I know how my son usually acts. So yeah, it's definitely psychic attack. Yeah, he definitely does need to take a shower or a bath, and then he can get it. Then he can go ahead and go to sleep, because he lets me know when he's under psychic attack, because he won't be able to sleep well. So he's being attacked by these people, and it's really sad that they have nothing else better to do. Probably because they want to. Now, I will tell you that it used to be worse. I swear to God, it's the whole time we were staying in that hotel, Jacob was screaming at the top of his lungs. They were trying to, they were attacking him really bad. Now, over here, we have a lot of protection. I have a large home. So, but I can hear so it's not as bad as it used to be. Okay, when they would attack him before. But you can tell that they're sending something. And I know exactly who's doing it too. So yeah, that's one of the things that we have to deal with. I've been dealing with this for 5 or 6 years. I've been dealing with it for 5 or 6 years straight, with no break whatsoever. So, I'm actually kind of used to it, but I don't think that, when it comes to smaller kids, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that is difficult. And Jacob is getting bigger and bigger. So the older that he gets, you okay? Hmm. That's good, baby. I'm proud of you. Give me a high five. Hmm. So, guys, I will see y'all later. I gotta go. Y'all know where I'm at. If you have any questions about the upcoming group ritual on the 21st, and again, I'll make another announcement. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm tired. I really am. I'm tired. Okay, and so my time here has got to become a lot more limited. And they enjoy feeding. This guy consistently, he's been setting up these feeding frenzies. He has been, and he knows it. Frenzies, not frenzies, frenzies. He's been doing that. Okay, and you can tell because the trolls, they come far behind it. Like, oh, somebody's doing something to Jamila. Ooh, ooh, let me become a part of that action. Ooh, ooh, can I beat her? Ooh, ooh, can we all beat her up? Ooh. And it's absolutely ridiculous. And I'll whoop all their asses at the same time. I believe I'm like Neo at this point, y'all. I believe I could beat the hell out of all of them in person for physical battle. Okay. So I'm good when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the point that is so stupid that you have to separate yourself from it. There's no hurt, there's no pain, there's no crying, there's no anger. It's just the point. It's just fed up. When a person is done, they're done. Doesn't matter what you do or what you say. And that's the way you have to be. Otherwise, people will just run all over you. They will. And I don't know why. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I've never, ever had that personality. I've never been submissive in that way. I've always been a very assertive person. So I don't even know where the fuck they got that shit from. But Jamila don't do that. Okay. I submit to no one, especially somebody that don't pay my bills. There's been judgment and harassment of a mother who is trying to earn money for her family for the past 5 or 6 years. Okay, based upon somebody else's need to be validated, and it's not even real validation. It's not. And it's been happening by a man that doesn't support me financially. And I've never asked him to support me financially. So, I don't see what the big deal is. I don't know why they make a big deal about it. They ain't got no money. They don't have nothing to offer. It is what it is. Now, if it was my husband that took care of me, yeah, it'd be a different story. But that man has no right to judge and literally will continue to be exposed for the disgusting things that he's doing. Now, guys, I'm working a couple of very tough cases right now. And I got another one that just got dropped into my lap, and these are cases that involve children. So I can't be around people that are being around people that harm children. So if you're somebody that thinks that it's okay to, talk about children, mistreat children, tell little jokes about pedophilia and rape and all this stuff, then literally, well, first of all, you're exposed for being that type of person. And we're grown over here. We're not 5 years old in our mind. Okay, we're very intelligent people, so we don't do things like that. And I personally think that the entity that possesses these people is much, much younger than the human race. Because as a human being, you have empathy that's built into you. So a lot of this stuff that's happening, these people are running around here acting like they soulless. So if it's somebody that's soulless and they're acting soulless, guess what? That means that they probably don't have no soul. So you can't, in good faith, even actually call that person your twin flame or your soulmate if they don't have no soul. What are you in love with? A body? You're in love with their body? I doubt it. So, it's starting to get, where it's starting to come to the end game time, and we're at the end game. Today is the end game. Okay. All right, y'all. I will see y'all later. Have a wonderful Monday. Sorry I was so moody today. I was moody all day. I'm a nice person. You hear me apologizing for them. I have to apologize for these ignorant people because they don't have enough sense to do it. And they're constantly trying to place me under some kind of judgment based upon some fake contrived crap that they did on YouTube. And that's over. We're done with that. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Love and light, peace and blessings to all of y'all. Okay. Bye-bye.